think that character and commitment to principle are significant features as far as they impact presidential leadership and the president's power to persuade. I think we see both of those operating in this current administration with Donald Trump, as Donald Trump is having a very difficult time working with Congress, getting things passed through the House and also passed through the Senate. Things are getting tied up. He's getting not only pushback from the opposition party, but he's getting a lot of pushback from members of his own party. And a lot of this goes back to the the character that he displayed all of his life, but most recently through the campaign season, the primaries, the general election, and even since the last 9 months, 10 months almost, that he's been president. And I think that he has many character flaws. We all do, but he tends to broadcast his, and in a lot of ways, I think that some of the things that many of us would look at as a character flaw, he in some ways sees it as a great trait of his. And he has numerous times said of himself that he doesn't have any real ideological ties. And so, when we look at even conservative and liberal parties, you see these parties with strong ideological principles that drive their entire way of thinking, the way that they're going to vote, the way that they're going to campaign, the things they're going to say, and what they're going to work for to get the support of the people and other people and others that they'll need to work with for whatever their agenda is, on whatever side they fall. But Donald Trump has shown and said that he doesn't really have these ideological ties. He'll work with anybody, and you get this sense that he will say and do anything to get whatever done that he thinks he needs to get done, and there's no underlying principle. So I think that if he had a stronger sense of character that did not seem to relish those features that many of us see as flaws, and if he was more committed to principles, and if he had a very thought through and well developed ideological stance, I think that he would not get the pushback that he gets. But I think that his looseness in character and in commitment to principle are a major detriment. Um, though I disagree, fundamentally with much of what Barack Obama did, I think that he had a strong sense of character. At least he projected a strong sense of character, and he definitely had commitment to principle. So I think that there was something about him that made him at least have the air of presidentiality. That made it much easier for many members of Congress, pretty much the entirety of his party, and many in the opposition party, to work with him from time to time. So I think that if Donald Trump had that sense of character and commitment to principle, that you would see a very different administration with him right now. So I think that character, commitment to principle are of the utmost importance for being an effective leader. Um, their impact on presidential leadership is extremely significant.